What's up, Leo? Welcome to your March 2020 reading. This is going to be a general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Please remember that it's not going to resonate with all of you guys, so definitely check out your Moon, your Rising, and your Venus, okay? I want to thank all of you guys for coming. If you are new, what's up? My name is Danny. If you are returning, what's up? Thank you for coming back. Definitely appreciate the support. Leo, I don't even know what to say, honestly, at this point. I am absolutely 100% shook. Okay. I think last month we talked about, I don't know, Leo, I just feel like you guys are falling into such a good place. And we were talking about kind of the concept of new levels, new devils, right? There's challenges all throughout our life. And once you surpass certain things and hit new levels, there's new challenges that come with that. And I mean, this month is like highlighting that all over again, right? A lot of transformation for you guys right now. We talked about that last month. I'm sure you guys know you're in the middle of experiencing. I pulled 9 cards, and out of the 9 cards, you have 5 major arcanas, and they are powerful as shit. You guys jump right out the gate with the World and the Wheel of Fortune. What? Like, I'm shook. You also have the Temperance, the Star, and the Magician. Beautiful cards. Beautiful energy for you guys. And I'm just really happy for Leos because, you know, I know there have been some times in there that like things weren't always the easiest, but you guys are also that sign that, you know, one of my best friends is a Leo, and like I really can't tell when shit's wrong with her unless she tells me. Because much like Libras, and I think that's why me and her get along, we are good at putting on this facade of, no, it's all good. Like, yeah, things are great. So it's like, unless she tells me, I fucking have no clue. Also, one of my brothers, a Leo, if he didn't tell me when things were really bothering him, I would have no clue. Because it's almost like Leos take it as your duty and your job to be the fun, charismatic friend. But it feels like right now, you guys, this isn't even a front. Like, you guys are really, 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 really in a good place. And if you aren't fully, you're coming to a really good place. Things are happening all over the place. There's opportunities all over the place. It's beautiful, it's bold, it's strong, and I'm fucking shook. Like, you guys are evolving like crazy. So, bottom of the deck right now, you guys have Ace of Cups, which we love. This is the unseen energy, right? Ace of Cups is all about your cup running over. This is about you being so emotionally fulfilled that you have enough in your cup that there is that spillover, right? There is enough to water the things around you. And this is a really happy place, right? This is a pure place to be in. This is also an indicator that your insecurities, your intuition is absolutely working for you. This is you guys being in an emotionally fulfilled place, right? This could be a love offer, which I will say for you single Leos, there is possibility of that going on later in the spread. I'll talk about it. We've got the Page of Cups right next to the Two of Cups, so cute. But it feels like you guys are just really in a good emotional place, right? Things are really coming together. You can see it. And even if things haven't fully formed, you see, it's almost like you see that light at the end of the tunnel, right? So you know it's going to be all good. Now, what's underneath that Ace of Cups is the Ten of Swords. So again, this is the end of worry. This is the end of deceit. This is the end of overthinking. This is the end of, oh my God, all that drama, right? 10 of Swords, 10 being the end of things and also the beginning of new cycles. And swords being like our thoughts and how we communicate them. This is you guys, the end of feeling away. That is, I mean, look, she's just stabbed in the side, the back. She's all worried about the things on her phone. Like, this is you guys being really in a good emotional place, right? You're not overthinking things. You are just being. You are simply living, and things are really, really great. Now, there may have been a shakeup that caused this because you do have the Tower card underneath that, but you know what? We're going to be grateful for that because it seems like that Tower card, whatever the shakeup may have been, was a surprise in the best of ways, which I think Tower cards usually are, but a lot of people get a little bit freaked out by them. But it's always the universe coming and kind of shifting and rearranging and being like, no, girl, actually, this goes over here. You're not doing that right. Let me just help you guide this way, right? But, okay, so let's start. So you guys have the World, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Swords. I'm shookity shook. Of course, in the World and the Wheel of Fortune, you got all the fixed signs. So that's Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and yourself, Leo, right? With the Queen of Swords, you've also got air element. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So you guys may be dealing with one of those signs. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter at all. But what I do know is whenever we get the world, that's a leveling up to a whole different degree, right? The world is the last card in the major arcana. That is definitely indicating that you guys have been doing the work that's necessary to get to the next place in life, right? You guys have been working hard. Things are coming around full circle. You're starting to see your blessings from it. Whenever we get the Wheel of Fortune, that's kind of like the same message, right? That's a 10. So again, a beginning and an ending all at once, but it's another indicator of a leveling up, and it's really karma working in your favor. That Wheel of Fortune is the karmic wheel, and it always spins in our favor, right? So this is you guys doing the good work that you've been needing to do, the self-work you've been needing to do, the work you've been needing to do, the relationship work you've been needing to do, all the things that are challenging and all the things that we don't like to sit there and look at because maybe it's not ugly, or maybe it feels uncomfortable, or maybe it's not fun. Leo has been doing the work, and I'm really, really proud of you. And I'm especially proud of you because what it lends itself to is it brings you to, okay, half the deck, no. It brings you to that Queen of Swords energy, which Queen of Swords, she's a fucking butterfly at this point, right? If you even look at her throne, she's got the butterfly. And in the original deck, she's crowned with the butterfly crown, kind of indicating that she has gone through her stage of caterpillar. She has gone through, you know, not knowing things, and now she is this wise, badass, evolved bitch, to put it lightly, right? It's about evolving. It's about being in a better place. It's about using the wisdom from all the things that have gone wrong before and using that to work in your favor for the future. Shut up. I'm getting so many good clarifiers. Hold on, I'll talk about it in a second. But I think that this is a really powerful month for you guys in terms of like really seeing what you're made of. Oh my God, I love this. Okay, let's start. Okay, so clarifying that world card, you guys have the King of Cups. Love that. He is the most mature of his suit, right? Because he is the king. But the King of Cups, one thing to know about the King of Cups is he's very patient. He's very patient. He's very loving. He's very caring. He's very fair, right? He cares about all things, all humanity, the world, all the things. Like, this is someone who's also very emotionally intelligent. And so I love this because I do feel like for some of you guys, especially those of you guys who may be a little bit more hot-headed, which is not normal for a Leo sign, right? You guys are fire. I know a few hot-headed Leos, but then I also know some super calm ones too. I think it just depends on what your chart is made of. But what I do know is this is you guys being able to balance out your emotions in a better place, in a place in a place and in a space and in a way that works for you and the people around you. So I think a part of why Leo things have been coming together for you guys and why you guys have been able to get the things that you've been really wanting and closing out certain doors and opening up new ones is because people see that your temperament is different. Right? People can feel the calming nature that comes from you. People can see that you're working on yourself mentally, emotionally, all these things. And so that lends itself to people wanting to be around you more, right? You've got all these doors opening up for you. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune, clarifying that is the Sun. What? That's Leo energy, right? This is about happiness. This is a victory card. This is success. This is about things being exposed, right? Whenever we are in that moonlight, we don't necessarily know what all is going on and things are very unclear. And for anybody who's like very emotionally wound up or like, you know, if there's something that you're very, very serious about or care about a lot, you know, we can get really in our own way of feeling that emotion of not knowing exactly what's going on. But this is an energy of the opposite. This is being very clear on what it is that we're doing, what it is that we want, right? You've got this brick wall here. So it's indicating that you guys have come over some type of challenges or brick walls of some sort. A lot of you guys are putting a lot of focus on your family, putting your family first. Some of you guys may even be expecting children, right? You do have the Ace of Cups coming up here too. So we've got it at the bottom of the deck, which is beautiful. We've got it here, clarifying the Queen of Swords. Some of you guys might be dealing with an air sign individual. Again, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. But this is really beautiful things. Some of you guys might be having communication about taking your relationship to another step, taking it out a jump further. Some of you guys might be talking about children. Some of you guys might be actually expecting children at this moment. But this is a place where, despite all the things going on in the world, all the craziness with that, you guys are in a really, really good place emotionally. So I just really, really hope that you guys are able to keep your high, right? Because again, new levels, new devils. So you have to know that there's going to be challenges coming up, in the future, but it's necessary. It's necessary for our growth. You guys have come so far already, and I think that you guys are in a really, really beautiful place. It's like you got all the blessings in the world. I mean, come on. King of Cups, the World, the Sun, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Cups twice. I mean, damn, what more could we really actually want? Now, I'm already pulling clarifiers for the second row. I'm just really happy for you guys. I'm really happy for you guys. Okay, so starting out, you guys have the Page of Cups, you've got the Two of Cups, and then you've got the Five of Swords. Love this. Again, for you single Leos, this is actually a good time that you might be finding someone that you really connect with. You got that Page of Cups leaning into the Two of Cups. So that is a love offer of some sort, or a message of some sort, something coming forward to you guys, or you guys extending that to someone else. And right now is the time. We've got the Wheel of Fortune that's clarifying that. So you got the Wheel of Fortune on your spread twice. What? So a lot of you guys who maybe have been single for a while, this is a really important time for you in terms of your relationships, right? This is a really important time, again, for a lot of you in terms of your overall spiritual growth, your emotional growth, your mental growth. Things are just really clicking. And I think that a lot of opportunities are coming to you because you guys are in this different place where, Leos don't necessarily have a problem attracting things. Like, you guys have that kind of energy, like people want to be around you guys. Naturally, you guys are fucking attractive, most of you. I don't really know any ugly Leos. You guys are fun. You guys are super charming. You guys are just like, you in many ways are the people in the room that people want to know. Like, ooh, who's that? He's fun. Like that's Leo energy. And so you guys like adding on this other element of like being a little bit maybe more emotionally mindful, or being in this really good place to receive love. Some of you now, it's attracting even more. Now, with this Two of Cups, you've got the Three of Cups, clarifying that. So Three of Cups, a lot of people say third party energy. I don't really feel like it. If you do have a past of kind of dating around, a lot of you guys too are kind of narrowing things down where you are like, no, I want something solid between me and someone else without other participation. And I say that too because you guys have the Five of Swords with the Devil card, which we'll get into in a second. But so for me, with these cards, this Three of Cups does not feel like there's any deceit or any third-party situation. In fact, it actually feels like there's something to celebrate. This is a great time to, in a safe space, go out, mingle, meet people. I think there's a lot of things that either you or other people around you are going to have to celebrate. And this might be a good place to connect with some really fun, like-minded people. Some of you guys might be meeting someone through friends. Some of you guys might be dealing with someone currently through friends. Some of you guys might, in your friendships, discover that you guys want something more, right? Whatever it is, this feels very fulfilling. And I say that too because with this Five of Swords and this Devil card, it feels like if you guys have any traits of like dating multiple people, or dealing with a certain type of person that just isn't really good for you, like mentally, it feels like you guys are really kind of holding on to this Five of Swords energy of like, you know what, no, I don't have time, I'm not going to argue about it. There's not going to have to be a fight about it. We don't even have to have a huge conversation about it. Like, I've already decided it's done. The Mercury retrograde that just passed, which I've been talking to a lot of people about because it's been showing up somehow in everyone's reads. It is very much about a lot of it, like seeing our shadow self and seeing the things that we need to deal with, right? Because it's the golden rule of Mercury retrograde. A lot of things from the past, issues, people, whatever, come back. And so with that, we are able to face it and take things on and really reevaluate how we need to deal with people going forward. And so I think for you guys, this has been a really powerful thing. I think you guys see that so many things are forming together for you guys. So you don't have you don't have even the time or opportunity to like fuck this up. I don't remember who I was telling this to a few months ago. It'd be funny if it was you guys, but it's like the difference between when someone finds like their job or like their career, whatever they want to do, versus finding their purpose. Both are great, and I'm not negating any of that. But someone who just has a great job, they are still in a place of, they might still mess things up a little bit. They might still do the little self-sabotaging that we all kind of play into whenever we're at our low. They might still, entertain some bullshit. But someone who's found their purpose, they're very adamant about having only the best things in front of them. Their discernment is better because they've got so much to lose. So especially like in terms of relationships, sometimes we can mess up our own lives just by like aligning ourselves with people who are no good for us and us playing into the bullshit, right? But it's like when you found your purpose, you are able to weed that out a little bit more because you're like, no, I've got a lot to lose and I don't have time for this foolishness. And for a lot of you Leos, this feels like this is where you're at. So that's really beautiful. Now, last 3 cards. Oh my God. Temperance, Star, Magician. I mean, really, right? Sag, Aquarius. This is Mercury energy, so it could be Gemini, Virgo. Really, everything could be anything. You already know. If we're just talking energy-wise, there has been, again, along with you guys being, I feel like, a little bit more emotionally intelligent and calm and just really understanding and all those things, I think a lot of you guys have gotten better in terms of your patience, right? It's very hard to tell a fire sign to be patient about something, right? You guys want to move. You got things to do. Like, you don't have time for all that. You already know what you want. Like, what are you talking about? Be patient. I'm already on the move. What? And for you guys, this has been beautiful. And what it's helped you do is to really get the healing and understanding of the things that you really want. Now, if I'm looking at the Temperance card and the Star card, both of them are naked. Both of them are standing both foot in water and foot on ground. So a big indicator of you guys both being, grounded and emotional, right? Not just being so quick to jump. But, okay. One is an angel and one is a human. One takes vulnerability, right, with that Star card. So some of you guys might be connecting to a God, why can't I think about it? Aquarius person. If you are, I think too, especially if you guys are in a relationship specifically with an Aquarius person, I think you guys have learned how to be a little bit more patient, which has been really, really good for that connection, especially when they're doing their little mind dance. That kind of can be overwhelming. Now, some of you guys, with this Temperance card being clarified by the 5 of Pentacles, some of you guys have been maybe like going through quite hard times in terms of your financial situation. But now this is a time where you are like, everything's having to form together. Everything is coming together, and it's required you to be patient. It's required you to really flex your faith and have that hope and healing and all that stuff, and just know that you're guided and be both grounded and emotional enough, but not, emotional to where you're flying off the handle, right? I think there's a lot of lessons that have been learned maybe within these like last 5 months. It hasn't been the easiest, but I think you guys are coming to a place where you're starting to see where things are getting a little easier, right? You're seeing your blessing. You got that sun in the background, right? So, and then you've got the sun card here. So things are really being shown to you why, if there was struggle, you had to go through what you had to go through. Now, with the Star card, again, that's about hope and healing. That's about wishes coming true. Some of you guys may be connecting to Aquarius, of course, but that Knight of Wands, I think, end of February and beginning of March has been kind of a stagnant time, right? It's not so much those, during Mercury retrograde isn't really so much about a whole lot of doing and a whole lot of action. But now I think you guys are coming out of that and you're able to make some significant moves. Aries season is going to be really powerful for you guys, right? You guys feel very comfortable there being a fellow fire sign. And I think that you guys are going to be able to get things moving. So this world, this Wheel of Fortune we see twice, all that, this is when you're going to really see the wheels start turning and things coming full circle. This time was important for you guys, though, to get the emotional healing that you guys need, to get the patience that you need, to understand why certain things had to be the way they had to be. But I think that after that, you guys are just going to get moving, and whatever it is that you guys want right now, man, you can just really make it happen for yourself. Like it already is happening for yourself. The full moon that just happened, we're still definitely in that energy. So taking time to maybe really write down the things that you have planned for yourself, right? The ways in which you want to move forward, really using this time and all this energy that you've got working for you in order to manifest things that you do want. I think it's a really powerful time because listen, as soon as this like little wait period's over, things are going to start moving for you guys very, very fast. Now, the Magician is being clarified by the Nine of Swords. When you get into a place where you're overthinking, right, where you just can't seem to focus, I think one thing, and again, going back to Mercury retrograde, which we are still in the shadow period till about mid-March, I think you guys just have to know that you're the magician. You are the magician at this time. You have the power to make anything happen. Again, you've got all these cards that talk about manifestation and things coming together and, you know, like this beautiful buildup to either a new relationship, settling into your relationship a little bit better, a little deeper, digging in a little deeper, getting a little bit closer, travel, monies, families, you know, job, all this stuff is coming together all at once. So it may feel like there's moments where there's a lot on your plate and you really don't know what to do, but you really don't need to know. And so don't get so settled on needing to know how things are going to form together. They're already forming together. Like things are already happening under the scenes, unbeknownst to you, whether you really realize that or not. So there is no, you know, don't dismiss your blessings by not knowing, but well, how am I going to get this thing? How is that going to work out? You don't have to know every fucking detail, right? You have to have faith that it's going to happen. Have faith in God, have faith in the universe, your angels, spirit guides, whatever it is that you guys like to, you know, deal with, and just know that things are happening. You guys have the power. Like the magician is really, really, really on your side right now. You guys are feeling like that, especially into this month going into Aries season. I think you guys are going to be feeling very, very strong. So where you've maybe struggled and been overthinking and stressed about something coming together, some of you guys, this has to do with the move. Maybe you have to move for a job and you're not knowing where you're going to live, that type of thing. It's all coming together. Like it's all coming together. And I say a move too, because you do have the World card. You do have that Five of Pentacles. You do have a Knight of Wands. You do have, you know, some things that could indicate it, but everything is already coming together. Everything is already coming together. And your relationships are going to be a lot stronger. Again, if you are already in a relationship right now, I think this is a time where things are really cute. You know, go out on dates, do something out of the ordinary for you guys. Really put on your Leo charm, right? She's charming as hell. She's super sexy. She's the sexiest queen of the whole deck, right? She's got her legs wide open. She's got her kitty right there. She's the only queen that faces the front like that. She's the only one that kind of has that appeal. She's super charming. She's hostess with the mostest. She's fun. She's beautiful. Like she's all the things that Leo like literally represents. So I think really fall into that. I think things are really, really beautiful. Some of you guys, again, there's a lot of talks about expanding family, or just really spending more time with the family that you've already created. Okay. Now, you guys got two cards that fell out. So we've got pay yourself first and have courage to ask for and accept help. Okay, so pay yourself first. Make yourself your most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you're paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you'll have savings to invest in your present and your future. Yeah, some of you guys are going to have to save, especially for a move, a baby, a something. There's big life changes happening for the better that are really, really beautiful. Just make sure that you're being mindful of your money and putting some shit to the side, okay? And then it says, have courage to ask for and accept help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give to others as you are guided, right? So that reciprocity in terms of giving and receiving, knowing when to ask for a little bit of help, a little bit of assistance, and knowing, not to be so prideful, right? There's people around you who want to help, because I think that overall people can see that, Leo, you guys are working so hard on yourself. You guys are doing so good. Again, you guys have just leveled up in so many different ways. And so people want to be a part of that. Okay. Now, in terms of love, you got past life relationship, you have known each other before. So again, I think a lot of you guys are connecting to someone very, very special. Or if you are already in a relationship, I think that this is a really good time that you guys are deepening that. I think you guys are going to feel love all around, which is really, really great. But then also, Release Your Ex came out. The time has come to clear your energy. So this also popped up. You know who got this was Aquarius. So maybe look at the reading, especially if you have Aquarius placements. There might be something going on over there, but that's for some of you. Release the energy of your ex. And also, like, whenever we release old energy, dead weight, you see how your life can flourish in other ways too. So just for your overall, I think that's really, really good. And that is all for you guys. All right. I love you. I hope you have an amazing March, and I will talk to you in April. Bye, Leo.